Basketball, you betcha, I'm back. It's the Daily Trainer, ready to give you what you need, guaranteed to succeed in the game that you love to play each and every day, in every single way. This episode is Progress. We are talking about all the guys that I've showed you over the past couple months and what their progress has been. This is my favorite part of basketball. And the reason why is because it's like a video diary of data, in a sense, to kind of show progression or at least give you some numbers that people are having or success they're having. Now, some of these numbers are crazy and it's not happening every game or on average, but you're seeing glimpses of what can be if we can get them to play consistently. And so I had my man Spencer, I had my man P, I had Ty, I had Dev, I had Cole come in for a little bit. I had my man Sajin come in for a little bit with Sis as well. I also think I introduced you guys a small snippet of my girl Sadie and everything that we've been doing as well, not only in the summer, but just in the past as well. So update on all these players, and it's not so much like I'm gonna break down a full bio of each player, but it's more just kind of telling you what their path is real quick with the clips that I've had already, and then I'll try to find some clips of them going out there doing their thing. So that's what this episode is. This episode is Progress. Now, when I'm talking about progress, I think progress is more fulfilling for the player than it is the trainer, because when you see all the work that you're putting in transfer over to the court, you're like, finally, right? Because sometimes we do all this work and they don't see any results. And it's kind of crazy because you may watch somebody else work out and then you're like, man, they're doing the exact same thing they just showed on video the other day. Well, you got to remember too, some of these people that are online already have had that success for a long time and they've played pretty consistently. So it's more just putting that consistency together with my group of players. I'll start off with my man Spence, man. Spence has always been very humble, playing the background, but now he's starting to come into his own and really shoot the ball. Well, he was already shooting the ball consistently, but now he's like in a main role where people know he's going to shoot it and know they have to guard him, and he's still knocking down threes. One game he had 9 threes recently, and consistently he's hit over 4 to 5 threes a game in the last 6 or 7 games he's played. Now, mind you, it's summer league, you know, there's no schemes and different things, but it does count because there's coaches in the building, and he's doing it when coaches in the building, and that's when it counts. And speaking of doing it when coaches are in the building, my man P has been on a tear, and he's been ripping the rims up, blocking shots, running the floor, hitting threes, finding his teammates, and he is now on the radar. Very many colleges on that Division I level. So really excited for him. P would come in the mornings and get all the footwork in, as you've seen. Didn't really show a ton of shooting with P, but he can shoot the ball too. But I was just more showing like how we were trying to make him more aggressive, more confident, and that is exactly what he is right now. And it is just very fun to see. He's coming into his own, and he's also being more vocal because of his success. And so with that type of leadership, it's going to basically flood into everybody that he's around, and it has. And his teammates are other guys that I've worked out. Those guys are Ty and Sajin. So Ty and Sajin, really good guards, playing kind of shared time in that point guard role. And I think it's very effective for both because they're both feeding off each other to kind of carry the weight of, you know, someone being pressured and knowing that you can give it up to somebody else who can handle the ball the same way. Now you have 2 point guards on the floor. And that for some coaches is kind of a cheat code, as what they would say, to have 2 point guards who can make plays and distribute the basketball to players like P. And so they have a really good young core coming up, as well as that older core that's getting ready to graduate, who's had early success with championships and some different league titles. So now these guys are getting phone calls from Division 2s and small D1s, and it's just, like I said, it's very fulfilling to see that, the bump and the shoot over and the bump and the spin back is being used, and the aggression is being learned, and everything is under control. They're not out here shooting crazy shots. And that's really the biggest thing that I'm concerned about, is the look of how they're perceiving their game and what these college coaches think. So very happy about that. And I will say that they're going to continue their path after June of hard work and being able to have film against top teams and really seeing, okay, these are the mistakes I made against the best. Now I'm going to go in the lab, work on those things so that I can perfect that. I think they ended up beating 1 or 2 top teams for sure. So the success rate of what they were doing is there, but you can always go back and fine tune some things where you might have forced some things. There was a bigger player. You weren't sure how to finish around them, those type of things. And I think they will do a good job of figuring that out. And they always have my help whenever it's needed. So again, very excited for all these guys that I talked about so far. But the one story that I really want to share, well, 2. I'm going to share 2 stories with you guys. And it is the underdog stories, right? You can't get enough of these, man. You can't get enough of these. One story, which I have nothing to do with, but it was really cool to see, is a local talented player here in the area that we're in just went to the NBA. So, you had Jalen Green, and then boom, now you got this player, and his name is Cedric Coward. And really crazy story of not being ranked or looked at in high school, going to a Division III, then getting an opportunity at a Division I, playing well there. Coach goes to a different school, follows the coach, gets hurt like Kyrie Irving did at Duke, but makes a big enough impact to where he's still a prospect for the NBA. Gets a chance to work out in front of the NBA scouts, wows everybody, ends up becoming a lottery pick. Again, like I said, Basketball U, if you work, it will prove itself day in and day out that it will hit at the right time and you'll be able to perform. Okay. So back to our underdog story though, here at Basketball U. So my man Devin came to me. He was working out with Cole. You've seen him on different videos. Here's some clips and some videos we've done on other YouTube pages. I like the clarity of it. It looks clean. He ended up using our workout videos to get to a college. And when it looked like there was no opportunity and he was on his last leg, he got a phone call. And it was really exciting to hear and really looking forward to see how he's going to do at his college in Carolina. No, not North, not South, not Coastal, just Carolina. So looking forward to seeing how he's going to do at that school. And then will that give him an opportunity to not only have film, but get to a higher level like everybody else is doing when they play at lower levels. So very happy for him. And then lastly, I want to share the underdog story of my girl Sadie. She is looked at as too small, not big enough to play in Division I, all those things, right? And each year she figured a way out to combat those comments, the doubt, continue to add everything that people said she couldn't do. And she's going to eventually commit here at the end of the summer to a school. So excited for that. I need my gear. That's all I could say. I just need a little gear to represent. And so that is the update on really just all the people that have been on the channel. My man Big Chris, he was on the channel for a quick second. He is going to go to University of Nevada. So again, like I said, everybody who's come across the page is doing something bigger and better, and that's what we do it for, right? Because there's only one thing to remember, right? Someone's always working. Are you?